Just think you can flap your yap. No cap, yo, we looking at the facts and stats. Second city gritty to across the map. Put your cleats on your feet while we run some laps. Buckle up your seat while we have some chats. Who the GOAT on the court, pictures and running backs. Plug in your jacks and you're whipping your phone. Shalom, let's get it on, just a set in the tone.
Crack.
Welcome to the Setting the Tone podcast. It's your man Tone. We got my man J Mac, and we back one day later. What's going on, J Mac?
Another day in Bearhood, man.
Another day in
Another day in
Bearhood.
Bearhood. Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
sir. Today's episode, we're going to talk about the Chicago Bears Hard Knocks. Episode 1 was a nice little treat that yesterday evening. And let's go ahead and kick it off. Like, the episode was really highlighting or spotlighting players like Caleb Williams, Coach Eberflus, Jonathan Owens, because of his wife being in the Olympic, Simone Biles.
Right.
We had a little spotlight on Colin Johnson and Brett Rippon. So those are our highlights and spotlights.
You got a little spotlight on DJ Moore with the contract
Yes.
extension.
A little spotlight on him. We had a special guest appearance from Nick Saban, college coach GOAT. Coach GOAT.
You actually had two. You had Marcus Allen show up as well.
Who?
Marcus Allen.
Marcus Allen. Well, it wasn't no. He was just walking by. Yeah, it was a cameo. It was a cameo.
Right. It was a cameo on the sideline. So
yeah.
It got Caleb excited.
Yeah, he did. He's about a real legend right there. It was cool.
Right.
I mean, he didn't really say nothing. He just kind of showed his face and introduced himself.
Right.
But
we don't know how they edited it out. Right.
Yeah, true. But what we saw.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah.
What did you think about the Canadian Eagle?
So not only were they hazing the rookies, making them do the karaoke and things like that.
I like that.
He was definitely hazing himself when he pulled his pants down and had on his
when he put on
Canadian Eagle underwear.
I thought it was good.
I don't even know what to call those type of underwear. What do you call those type of underwear?
And that's Speedos.
Speedos. Okay, that's what it is.
That's what I was telling you. I'm not wearing no Speedo, bro.
Hey, Eberflus like, I ain't going down there until he put his pants back on or he gone or some shit like that.
I don't blame him. I do not blame him at all.
But how they introduced the Bears, how NFL Films introduced the Bears to kick off the first episode was just so dope to me, man. It was like they did
our rich history.
Yes, our rich history. They were on the ferry boat, driving down the Chicago River, hitting up all the skyscrapers, and had the current players and the past players in the visuals and shit like that. That shit was so cold to me. I was getting goosebumps just watching that.
Man, just watching. I mean, just home being on display like that.
Yeah.
And come on, we grew up there, so just
sir.
being a home, just in the background, it just takes you back to your childhood and just makes you want to get tackle and play some all across, play some lock football, some tackle football on concrete.
We didn't play no tag. We played tackle on concrete.
Right, there you go.
we built different.
Right, running in the cars and shit. Getting right back up.
Back up, going at it again. That's probably why we broke up as we got older. No. We definitely built different.
There. Hell yeah.
Of course, they had to do the Papa Bear Hallis and the Walter Payton, statues and things like that. The foundation to the greatness, you had the Blues Brothers music in the background, huh?
You got to put that on display.
Yeah, we got to. You got to show your, like you say, your rich history and all of that. so the world can know the Bears are one of the
Charter
greatest
franchise.
franchises, charter
Right.
franchise, of course.
Yeah.
And as far as I'm concerned, we America's team. Shit. You know
Right.
what I'm
Who
saying?
Dallas what? Cowgirls?
Right,
Nah, we
right.
don't do that. We
Bears
don't do that
travel
around
well.
here.
We go to other stadiums and take over. We're America's team. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
We got
Right
fans
there.
across the world.
Right.
You know?
Hell yeah. That's what they trying to get us over across the pond right now. Nah,
Yeah.
we ain't going. We just go for a game, come back home. Right. We try, like you said, we travel well.
We
Travel
definitely
very
travel
well.
well. And then they
So
would go ahead.
no. Go
No,
ahead.
you was about to say something. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna ask you, what do you think about their introduction to Caleb? Because
The
to me,
introduction to
that's what the
you talking about
whole
the '90s Bulls MJ era
the
Ray
whole
Clay introduction.
yeah, the whole deal. Right.
I
You
thought it
think
was
they
a
put a
bit
little bit
over
too
the
much on
top,
it?
huh?
Thank you. Yeah.
I thought it was a bit
That's
over
why
the
those
top. Like, are they saying he's the next Jordan? Because that was, the Bulls Jordan era Ray Clay
right,
introduction. Like,
right. It
ah,
sounded good. It sounded good.
it,
But at the
it
same
did. I was
time,
like,
it's
hold on now. He ain't even at Derrick
right,
Rose level in the shot, let
right.
alone Jordan.
Michael
Don't
Jordan.
do that.
Pump the brakes a little bit. Pump the brakes a little
Yeah,
bit.
for
We
sure.
excited for him to see what he can do as a Chicago Bear, but
Yeah,
that
yeah,
got to
definitely
get on the
excited.
field first to take a couple of snaps.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's going to lead us to greatness. That's just my feelings. But until we see it, I had the same feeling when I saw MJ. I had the same feeling when I saw Derrick Rose. One of them panned out, the other one didn't. You know,
Okay.
to so one of them was going to lead us to greatness, and MJ did it. Um, yeah, I thought the whole intro was a little over the top, but hey, they got to juice it up. It's entertainment, man. It's entertainment. NFL
Right.
films gonna juice it up, and hopefully we get to some nitty gritty in the training camps where they show some of the behind the scene things where everything ain't all roses. You know what I'm saying? I want to see it where it's
Right.
like some conflict or some pain or hurt or whatever. So it could be. It's reality TV. That's basically what it
Right.
is. So let's
Exactly.
just see the whole thing. Let's not just see the roses and the sunshine. Let's see the whole thing. It's reality
Right.
television.
Because what we get, what they report 9 times out of 10 is good shit. They don't
Yeah.
report a missed pass or a missed block or you throwing the ball behind the receiver and
They didn't
they
even
don't
show
be
the fights that broke out. They didn't even show the
right,
one that Caleb came in between everybody. It's like
right,
that's
exactly.
something you can show too, because everybody know teams get into it. Players get into it on the
Yep,
same team. It's just
exactly.
natural. Show that too.
It is. It's very natural. You got to show all that
Yeah.
shit.
Show it
And
all.
you know what I took from the first 10 minutes, the very first, not even 10 minutes. I would say 8 minutes and some change.
Hmm.
A bad snap. That was the first thing I noticed right off
Of
top.
course,
A
you being
bad
a former
fucking snap.
lineman, you gonna notice that type. I didn't even see the snap.
Man, it was horrible. As soon as the ball got there, you had two defensive linemen right on.
Yeah.
He had to reach for it. So now, as I keep preaching, gotta fix that center position.
Hey,
And something else I noticed: LeBron
what's up?
started with this. Everybody getting up, walking away from meetings with their coaches or press conference with a purse bag. I don't.
Hey, I got a text this morning from a Vikings fan, a good friend of mine. Um, he sent the picture of the purse that Caleb was carrying, and I
Yeah,
was like, I
olive
knew
green.
somebody was gonna bring it up. I was hoping nobody wouldn't. When I saw it, I just palmed my face when I saw it. I was like, oh, this man got a purse,
Oh
but
yeah, that's I
I
immediately noticed that. My man
was
get
like,
up,
oh,
fumbling and it's olive green, and it looks like. I'm sorry, but
it's like some shit my mother would carry.
thank you. Yeah, yeah. We
I was like, oh, somebody gonna bring this up to me. I know they are. They gonna troll me with it. And sure
Yeah,
enough, this morning, a Vikings
I don't know
fan
where that come
texted me.
from, where that error come from.
It skipped us. It skipped Generation X. It's on to the
Man,
next.
but hey,
Yeah.
if you talented like that and bring it to the field. I mean, what you do in your personal life is your own.
Yeah, yeah, that's how I feel too. I was like, he can carry his purses, he can paint his fingernails. That's all personal stuff to me.
Right.
Just win us some games, and I don't even care. You know,
There
I
you
don't
go.
even care. Just
Right.
win us some games, man. You could do whatever you want. That doesn't affect me. It doesn't make me lose any sleep or anything. When people come back and throw it at me, I palm my face, I laugh, whatever. But in reality, it doesn't matter to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. Because all we
Yeah.
care about is the product on the field and how he performs.
Facts.
So
Facts.
that's
And
that's what
speaking
all that matters to me.
speaking of Caleb, when Nick Saban was talking about the expectations on him, our expectations are killer. He first said
Hmm.
from the media and the fans and everyone alike. That shit stood out because there's so many expectations on him and things like that, and how Nick Saban was like, I do not argue or get at my star quarterbacks in practice in front of everybody. I do it
Right.
behind the scenes and behind closed doors. And I don't know how I feel about that. It's kind of like I'm in the middle on it because I understand what he's saying, but your star players ain't perfect and they fuck up too. And
Hmm.
for some reason, I feel like the rest of the team need to see that. Like you chewing them out, they need to see you chew him out as well. That's just me.
Right.
I
Right.
I seen I seen Greg Popovich get at Tim Duncan. I
Okay.
seen Phil Jackson get at Michael Jordan. Why
Okay.
why are these quarterbacks exempt? Well, it's Nick Saban's eyes. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I understand, but
They,
I just don't agree. I guess.
right. They shouldn't be exempt because, like you said, you want the other teams, you want your other players to
Yeah,
see that he's not above reproach. I mean,
yeah.
he can
He's a
get it
part of the
too.
team too. Yeah,
Right, exactly. He's part of the team. He's held to a standard as well. So he has to uphold that standard. If you playing, if your play is off and it's fucked up, you got to hear it. I
yeah.
mean, you can't be a diva about it and get your panties all up your ass.
Come
You
on,
just
Caleb, get your shit together. No,
right.
but
We got to hear it, but we got to
yeah,
hear that
I
though.
and I also agree with him. He said I agree with him. He said I'd rather show him than tell him. I agree with that part, but sometimes you got to tell him as well. You got to do both, I believe.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
And I like his example of what he gave Flus, how to show him and how to
yeah,
see what the quarterback is actually seeing by standing behind a quarterback in certain drills. So I kind of like that, you
yeah,
know.
and then asking
That
him, what did you see? What did you see there?
right, right.
Before I,
And
before I tell him and show him what I saw and what it should be. You don't want to know what
right,
he's thinking, what he saw. Yeah, that's great. That's just great coaching and great perspective. You know what I'm saying? So
right,
I'm not knocking everything he's saying. I just rather, other players see, hey, the best player or the star players can get caught on too. So
right. They
yeah.
they should be because if you bring in Tez, and you know Tez is one of your star defensive players, and you
Hmm.
get on him about getting too close to Caleb in drills, so Caleb is not exempt as well. Tez is a star player as well. So
Right.
all of them, no one should be exempt. I mean, that's just
Yeah.
like what you're
Yeah.
saying. No one should be exempt.
Facts.
And as far as the expectations, I like that. Expectations, they're pretty much are a killer. But at the same time, those are the expectations that we place on Caleb. What about the expectations that he placed on himself?
Right. And he placed high expectations on himself. You know what I'm
Very high,
saying?
very high.
The man says he doesn't like to make mistakes.
Yeah,
He does.
yeah,
He said that out of his own mouth in that same Hard Knocks. I don't like to make mistakes. So he got high standards for himself.
right.
So he's expecting a lot from himself. So we're the outside noise. First of all, we don't even matter or count. We're just on the outside being fans, which fans doing what fans do. But if the voice in your own head has expectations, then what's the problem? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it shouldn't be none.
Yeah,
If you know you can go out there and perform to your ability, to your capabilities, then with some coaching and some practice, let them go.
yeah.
And I and
And he seems
I
like he
know we
moves on to the next phase really well. Like he don't dwell on the negative or the fuck ups. You know what I'm saying? He said he mess up and it's frustrating, and then he goes on to the next. You know, he tries to
right.
correct it.
Yeah, you have to because you can't let you know when that play come back. You know what you got to do to correct your mistakes. You just try to do it without thinking so much.
Yeah,
And when you're going through those motions, sometimes you might take a step back too fast, or you overthinking instead of just letting it come natural.
right,
So
right, right.
I kind of like that with him. You know, he let plays go and just keep trying to perfect his craft. I like that from him.
And I
So
like when go ahead.
no, no, no.
I like when Nick Saban was telling Coach Eberflus that the scoreboard doesn't matter until the game is over. Stop watching the scoreboard. Stop playing the scoreboard. So the scoreboard doesn't matter until the end of the game. You know what I'm saying? And we saw that last season from the Bears where they were playing the scoreboard instead of playing the game. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Where they were trying to protect the lead instead of build on to the lead. You know what I
Well,
mean?
and well, I think that's something Flus should have took as well instead of, to me, like not directing it toward Caleb.
No,
That's
that was
something
directed
Flus.
towards Flus. That was directed towards Flus when Nick Saban was talking to him. Yeah.
I was under the impression that that came when he was talking about Manning throwing those 28
Mm,
interceptions his rookie year,
okay.
and then that's what I thought he was talking about. But
I took it as him saying to the coach, we don't that
you-
whatever the score says doesn't matter until the game is over, But it could go both ways. It could go either way.
right, exactly.
The,
That's
the
now
coach can
now
take
that
that
you
and yeah,
yeah now that you bring that up, yeah, that can go for Flus as well
yeah,
because he lost a couple of those games just by coaching.
yeah,
You try to protect you watching the scoreboard and you study see that score dwindling, your lead dwindling, and you playing prevent defense.
right.
So
You playing
yeah,
scared. You playing to protect. Yeah, instead of playing
right,
to attack.
right. So I took it as with Manning, but you took
Okay.
it in a different light, which that opened my eyes as well. That's something
It could go
that
both
can
ways,
go for a
definitely.
boost,
And
right?
I
It
think
can
the I
definitely
think
go
the
both ways.
I think the coach has more control over that situation as well because he's he's in charge of the game plan, right? So the
Yeah,
quarterback gonna try to, implement the game plan that the coach gives him, whether it's situational football or the game plan for the whole game. So he's gonna play the game plan that the coach give him. All right, we up by 7 with a quarter to go. This is our situational plan. Are we playing to attack? Are we playing to protect? You know what I mean? So
right, right. I think, especially from the losses that we took, we should have just kept playing to attack. We was playing to protect, and without a pass rush, we couldn't do that.
yeah,
There's no way we could just sit back in coverage and let our DBs just try to cover everybody for 5 6 seconds while the quarterback just stand back there and take his time
yeah.
because we didn't have a pass rush.
We
So
we I just thought about something when we played Minnesota last year. You know how they attacked us the whole game?
the whole game,
The
the
whole
whole
game.
game,
Like when we got a lead, let's go ahead and put the foot on the pedal, man. Let's go ahead and,
right?
attack
So
their ass on defense. Yeah.
so hopefully Flus picked that up from Saban
Yeah.
and he'll implement it in his coaching plan this year.
Facts.
So I'm looking forward to. I want this is going to be an interesting year. Going to be really
It,
interesting.
it definitely, because like they say, expectations a killer. And my
Mhm.
expectations is 10 wins.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. 10-7. You're right. Yeah, I'm seeing playoffs, at least a playoff
Playoffs.
berth, wild card.
10 wins
However,
could get us in, I think.
yeah, yeah. So
As long as we beating the
I don't
right
know.
people, beat our division opponents.
That's who we need to beat first. But those games don't come until what, week 9, week
Yeah,
10,
second half
somewhere
of the
around there.
season. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. All division games in the second half of the season. So we got to get off to a good start.
for sure.
Got to get
I
off to a good start.
also liked how they spotlight DJ Moore, like you brought up with the contract thing, called him up to the office, to the principal's office in the middle of practice.
Right, right, right,
You know,
right.
he I know in his press conference he was trying to act like he ain't know nothing about no contract uh being discussed or whatever. But in reality, he knew all along that his agents was wrapping that up, you know.
Right, because they was in town. So
Yeah,
you know why they there. They're not there
yeah,
for lunch. Yeah, they're
yeah.
not there for lunch. So yeah, you know exactly why they there.
Yeah, they was like, as long as since he's been here, he's earned it. He's done everything. You know, he's shown up. He's shown up prepared. He gave us his best. He deserved an extension. I was like, hell
Well,
yeah, get it.
only it's not really a pushback, but that's after one season.
Yeah, but
And
maybe that's all you need to see. He had his best season of his career in that one
right,
season.
and right
You
after
know,
one season.
so,
Normally, well, my thing is just that maybe after he's been with you for at least two, then
hmm
you will go ahead and start talking about a contract extension. But I think Poles was thinking ahead of time.
yeah, and he was
So
making sure that he got him on a good deal now. Because if you wait another
yeah,
year, the price ain't yesterday's price ain't today's price. You know what I mean?
right, right,
So
right.
it
So
seemed like a good deal for them today.
when it comes to these contracts and things, I like Poles forward thinking because he's thinking ahead of the curve,
Yeah.
and he's locking up players, giving them money. They not um, top of the position money, but they are
Close.
well taken care of. Yeah, they close.
Yeah.
They getting taken care of well.
That's the
So
largest contract the Bears has ever given a player, so in franchise history. So
yeah,
he's making history with that. I mean, I don't know if that's saying a lot considering we think the Bears past as being cheapskates.
yeah.
You
I,
know,
I
I
think
don't know if
we're
that's saying a
Poles is
lot.
breaking that mold. Poles is
Yeah,
breaking that
yeah.
mold.
Him and Kevin Warren, they like, nah, we got to come out the pocket if we want to put a good product out there.
Right. And you have to. And you have to. So let me ask you this. Um, it was since we are talking hard knocks and they displayed the Hall of Fame game. They were talking about, well, not really talking, but looking at that field and when Benedict got hurt,
Yeah,
you know the footing is trash.
it's not a real turf though, right? It's artificial turf, I believe.
It's something, but
Yeah,
for them to be playing, you have professional football players playing on that field. That field should be better.
it's a high school stadium, right? I believe they say high school
Right.
kids play there.
Yeah. High school
I
kids
don't
play
know,
there.
and I was saying that they need to take better care of just for the Hall of Fame game. Shit, you got
Right.
professional players like you said playing there. The NFL should put some money into that stadium so it's a good
Thank
field.
you.
You know,
Thank
for
you.
their product, for their
Thank you.
players' safety. You know, NFL
Because
should definitely invest more into that state. I'm sure they already invested in it because they play games there, but they should invest more on that field for
no,
sure.
yeah, they should put
Yeah,
because because the way I look at it, like we was talking about yesterday, the boss man was talking about the long arm from Book
yeah,
is and when he was doing the long arm, the tackle he couldn't set because his legs just gone from him. He's
yeah.
slipping right away. As soon
Hey,
as he,
but
as soon as he,
yeah, I agree with you. Like the field is terrible. At the same time, it's football. And if you're playing outdoors, the elements mean something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it
Like you're
hadn't
not gonna
started
play
raining
under
yet, though.
great conditions all the time, huh?
I don't think it started raining yet.
That might be a good point. I don't know if it was raining before or wet out there, or
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
it
know. You're
hadn't
probably
started
right.
raining yet. That was like early in the game. That was like the second quarter in which I
Okay.
saw that. He giving him the long arm, and it was a good long arm, but the tackle he couldn't set. So as soon as he get ready to set, his leg just started moving from him. I mean, he
Yeah.
did that twice. Mess
Hey,
up.
here's a funny one though. When they would put the spotlight on Eberflus' family, his wife and his two daughters, at the Hall of Fame game, and they were over there talking about Tyson Bajan's hair. I
Oh, yeah. I think his daughter's crushing on him, and maybe his
was saying
wife
the
too.
same thing. I was like, them little girls crushing on Bajan, huh?
Yeah. Nah, but who brought it up though? His wife.
Did
His
she bring it
Fluke's
up?
wife. I think she brought it up first,
Oh shit.
and then his two daughters co-signing.
Yeah, yeah. That
Yeah,
was funny. Man, Fluke's got a nice backyard to his crib, man. His crib big.
you
Did
you
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 see?
should. I'm trying to figure out if that's the country club or not, because I heard him say they do fireworks like right out here. When he was
He was
talking
saying
to
that he's right down the street from Navy Pier or something. Near Navy Pier is nearby. He could see Navy Pier from his house or something. I thought that was his
yeah.
house. I was like, damn.
Yeah, but yeah, I kind of like watched it 3 times, so my bad.
So you might have more. You might have better knowledge of what was said. You watched it 3 times. I watched it twice. I watched it twice.
See, you in there too. But yeah, I think when he was standing out there talking to Pose, he was mentioning about how they, I guess the fourth or whatever, they shoot fireworks off right here, and like you said, I can see the Navy Pier over here, and so
Yeah,
I think it's pretty big, pretty dope. But he had
yeah,
everybody out there. It's supposed to be a welcome back party, like his
yeah,
wife
yeah.
said.
And his wife was the reason he's rocking the beard right now,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah.
Hey,
Besides not shaving and all that other shit.
gotta be attractive to the one you love, I guess, huh? She liked it, so he loved it.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah,
That's the one that matters.
that's the one that matters. And
But
hey, I don't know. Go ahead.
nah, because we probably we watched it, so we can go anywhere with this.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say about Colin Johnson. We saw his receiving reps, but his special teams rep when he got that tackle was great. Did you see it?
Yeah,
Because he
actually, yeah, I
pushed the
see the
guy off.
replay
He
of it.
pushed one guy off and then got the tackle.
Right. Yeah,
That was
I didn't
that
see
was
that till
impressive.
afterwards. Yeah. So there got to be a spot for him.
Yeah, because he could play special teams clearly, and he's a receiver. So and
6'6".
and DJ was like, "How many receivers we gonna keep though?" So
Yeah.
I think they gonna.
That to me
I think
that
they'll
could have
keep
been a shot at
6.
Caleb and Caleb's boy Jackson.
Yeah,
So he wasn't on the field. We didn't see him.
he ain't gonna make the squad. If anything, he'll be on the practice team.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
I
but
can
I
see
think
that.
we'll keep 6 receivers, and Dante Pettis might be the odd man out
I don't see no problem with that. I don't have any issue with it.
because I think your boy Velus Jones has secured a roster spot because they playing him at running back. He's a receiver and he's a special teams player, so I think he might have secured a spot. So that 6th
He's
spot
gonna be the new
gonna be Colin Johnson,
Cordell.
huh?
He's gonna be the new Cordell.
I mean, if he works out, fine, but we gonna see.
Well, Flu said he got the body type for a running back.
Yeah, yeah.
So and
So
with
he
that
should definitely
speed,
be kickoff return.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Definitely be kickoff return.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, you know who I spotted on the Hard Knocks doing what he
Who's that?
normally do
Who is that?
on the fucking sidelines with his hands in his pockets.
Your boy Nate Davis.
Yeah,
I saw him on there a couple times.
just hands up, just on the sideline. Why the fuck are you not out there on the field practicing with the linemen?
I saw when he was talking to Caleb about his extension.
Right. No, that was
Yeah.
DJ. DJ with his extension.
No, it was somebody else across from them. I believe it was Nate Davis. It wasn't DJ was right there, but it was somebody else across from them. I think it was Nate Davis when he said 25 million. I believe it was
Yeah.
Nate Davis. But
Okay.
he was spotted a couple times on the Hard Knocks episode 1 doing nothing.
Exactly. Doing what we used to seeing him do.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
He said with his hands in his pocket.
With his hands in his pocket.
Hey, you know when a man got his hands in his pockets, he ain't doing nothing.
He ain't doing shit. You
I used to
just
tell my
standing
son
around
that all the
collecting
time.
a
Take
paycheck.
your hands out your pockets, man. That's not a
Yeah.
good look. If we
Not at
cleaning
all.
up, we doing some work around here. You got your hands in your pocket. It's not the good look. What are you, the manager? You the supervisor?
Right, exactly. At least point or something. Let people know
Yeah.
you're doing something. You stand around with your hands in your pocket, nod your head, or okay.
Yeah.
But if
Come
you
on
got your
now.
hands in your pocket, you standing around watching everybody work, that means you ain't doing shit.
Hey, what about Jonathan Owens getting all that shine, man? You think that was a good look for him, or that was just because his wife is one of the greatest athletes ever?
Probably a little more, unfortunately, more so because of his wife.
So he's
You know,
the new Kelsey and she's the new Taylor Swift.
I like our duo better.
Yeah, me too.
I like our duo better. She ain't
That
got
was
to have
pretty
the
cool though.
spotlight. She ain't got to have the spotlight. She come in, she support her dude. She ain't got to be all over the TV or nothing. And we know who she is.
Yeah, yeah. To all
Yeah,
you Packers fans trying to say she was with y'all first, she with us now. You know what I'm
right,
saying? She
exactly.
rolling with us.
And
So
as Owen once said, somebody asked him, was he sad to be leaving the Packers?
mhm.
His answer was hell no. So, yeah,
And the Bears showed him so
FTD.
much love and so much grace by allowing him to go to the Olympics, and support his wife. That
Right,
just brings the
right,
Bears into another light, a good light with him
right.
and with players around the league. You know what I'm saying? The Bears showing love to their players like that. It's like a good look for the Bears. You know what I'm saying?
It's a very good look. It's a very good look. I
Like
like it.
Eberflus said, got to be with the ones you love.
And they the
Nothing wrong
ones
with
who
that.
support you no matter what. Yeah,
Yeah,
I get.
I like
Yeah,
that way he's supporting his woman, man, for sure.
oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
All right, the
Well,
slip and slide, the slip and slide. So
that's real old school.
is that old
Real
school?
old school. Come on, man. You know we had that as kids. I didn't even think they
I
still
mean, I
made
had a
them.
slip and slide, but I ain't have it for those purposes as playing baseball or football.
Right.
yeah,
I didn't think they still made them.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, but yeah, they especially the rookies. I would think that Rippin know how to slide,
Yeah,
but
he did well. Austin Reed, he slid well. Caleb Williams had a nice slide. Tyson Bagent didn't slide too well. He was still up. He didn't even put his back down.
right.
He was still
Nah,
up
he
like in
he
a
he,
sitting
he don't
position.
want to get wet. He don't want to get
he
wet.
didn't want to get them long locks wet.
There you,
He
you
didn't
can
want to get his hair
have
wet. He like one of them women. He
have
didn't want to get his
Fluke's,
hair wet.
there you go. You have Fluke's wife on the side just really drooling then,
Oh
coming
my
off the
God.
sideline with wet hair
I
and
was like, nah, man,
shaking
that's not how
clothes.
a baseball player slide. You gotta lean back some more, brother. You ain't doing it right.
Yeah, but I think that was good. I think that was a good drill for them. It really was, because I think even even though with Justin sliding, the man still took hits. So
Yeah.
people are gonna take liberties in trying to hit you no matter what.
And that's why you gotta
So
get down all the way too. Because Justin
yeah,
wasn't really good at sliding, even though he played baseball. That's weird.
yeah,
But just like Bajent didn't get all the way down, he gonna take a hit if he don't get down like that. You know what I'm saying?
right.
He was sitting up, trying to slide, sitting up. Nah, get down. Justin didn't do it either. So
But
we
my
got
my only my only pushback to that would be if you see the quarterback getting ready to slide, you gotta back up. You
that's
shouldn't
hard
be.
as hell to do though, for real.
But that's just like telling Tez, you can't get too close to the quarterback. You
That's not
athletic
hard to
enough
do,
to
man, because
avoid.
once you beat your guy, you got to come off the gas pedal in the practice.
But then what you gonna do when you get in the game?
You gonna keep keep the pedal to the
If
metal.
if you beat your guy, your first instinct is take your foot off the gas.
So
So
you want him to hit the quarterback in practice, man?
no, I ain't gonna say really hit the quarterback, but damn, well,
All right
because
then.
I just see it as you gotta get that in there. Because
Yeah.
if you beat your guy and your first instinct is because you at practice, as they say, play like you practice. So
Yeah,
if
but
you
come on now. You're a professional, and this is your quarterback, your franchise quarterback, your
yeah,
generational talent, all that, blah, blah, blah. You gotta be aware, self-aware, that I cannot be taking shots at this dude. I gotta hold back something in practice. You
yeah,
practice how you play how you practice, but come on, there's a small part of you that knows better. You're not a rookie either, you're a veteran. You gotta know
yeah,
better. Come on.
yeah. I don't know. You gotta
You know,
that,
you know.
it's just hard to simulate that
What
practice. That's
what you
all.
want him to do when he beat his guy? Run up to the quarterback and just slap him beside the helmet. And be like, all right, that's a
There you
sack.
go. There you go. Hell yeah. Smack the shit out because the play gonna continue anyways.
Yeah,
You're not
yeah,
gonna stop the play. You know, even since we talking about defense and that and hard knocks, it's just some some that we talked about in our chats. We're gonna get beat over the top, and
yep,
and unfortunately, Tyreek still got a lot to work on. And but we're gonna get beat over the top, and he's gonna take chances on some routes, maybe jump some routes, or just get beat. But from what I saw, yeah, we without, especially in 7-on-7s, that's when you really can see it. But when you see
yeah.
team drills, you don't see it as much. You don't see it
Agreed.
as much in team drills. So that's my only thing. They was eating off Tyreek.
They definitely because Jalen Johnson wasn't getting beat. Um, and one of the things that I saw in the press interview, the interview from Ryan Poles was Jalen Johnson came into camp even after getting paid in better shape, looking faster and everything. So
Yeah,
he came locked in. Jalen Johnson already
right,
locked in, and this is before the snub on the 100 top players in the league.
right.
You know he's
I
gonna be
thought that was
focused now.
bullshit. Yeah, to me that was real bullshit. How can you snub second team All Pro
Which
or
he
Pro
probably should have
Bowl?
been first team All Pro, but yeah, second team All Pro. How you gonna snub
Yeah,
him?
how you gonna snub him from the top 100? DJ Moore with what he did last year. How you gonna snub him from the top 100?
Right.
So I mean, players, as they say, players make mistakes.
Players have their favorites. They play favoritism just like fans do. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Oh, that's my
yeah,
guy. I'm voting for him. That's my dude. I'm voting for him. They have relationships. Everybody has a relationship. I rock with this dude. I'm gonna vote for him. Instead of,
mhm,
if it's a vote, just have your unbiased opinion on who should be instead of, you know,
right.
your favorites.
I just
Yeah.
right, not just voting somebody in because you go have lunch with this dude or
Right. Y'all cool. Y'all went to
shit like
school
that.
together or
Right,
whatever. Y'all from the same town. All that type of shit.
right.
Yeah.
And I can understand it, but at the
That's
same
some fan
time,
type shit, in my opinion.
be
Fans do
fair.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right, right.
As a
Because
fan, I do that all day, every day.
you're a fan just as you're a player. Well, you're a fan just as well as a player.
Yeah.
So, but sometimes you got to take that out the equation and vote real.
Yes, sir. Well, that's all I
Mhm.
got for today, man. I wanted to touch on the Hard Knocks episode 1
Oh
and
yeah, oh
get
yeah,
your thoughts
definitely.
on it. And
Well, we know for sure Caleb can't sing. He
Caleb
even
can't
though they took
sing.
even
He
though they
messed
took the
up a,
word.
a good song. Yeah.
I know. I was getting ready to blow with him, but my man
And
had
I'm
the
like, the
first line
lyrics right there, man. It's karaoke. The lyrics right there. Just sing the lyrics.
right.
He didn't know the melody or the rhythm of the song because he probably never heard it,
No,
or barely heard it, rarely heard it.
right,
Yeah.
right, right.
Young buck, so that's all it is.
Yeah, we got a lot to look forward to this year. I'm really excited for Tuesday nights.
Yes,
And I
sir.
never
Tuesday
watched
nights.
Hard Knocks, but I will.
Yeah, I think I've
Be
watched
my
Hard
first
Knocks
time.
maybe once or twice, but never like a full season of it. But I'm
Nah.
definitely watching a full season of the Bears Hard Knocks, and I wish
Yeah.
it came on every day. To be honest with you.
Yeah. 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 But then they gotta leave out something.
Yeah,
To pique our intrigue so we can come back
I want
watch it.
to. I want to see what's on the cutting room floor. That's all the other good stuff that they
Ooh,
cut
yeah.
out. Yeah,
Yeah. And all the conversations and everything.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Pose
They
was
they
like, "No, cut that out. We ain't gonna put that in there." Yeah,
well well, I know we finna cut it short, but real quick, what do you think about Kevin Warren being sitting in on contract talks?
he should. He's the president and the CEO of the team. All the money come through him. He got to side
Okay.
off on it.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. I kind of think he was on board anyways. And I don't think he would have there would have been any hiccups on his end. I think he's kind of focused
Yeah,
that way. I think he's
yeah,
more probably focused on that stadium right now.
probably.
Just but just being part of the contract talks, that
Like he
was news
wasn't
to
there
me.
for the negotiation, I'm sure, but he was just there for the ending of it before it's being signed, just to get
Right, right,
his stamp approval. Like, yeah, that looks
right.
good. Let's run with it.
Yeah. And talking about
For
how much
sure.
new money and how much really the
Yeah,
extension is and how many years it's going
he
down the
still got to
line.
protect the franchise. You know what I'm saying? As far as the financial stability. So
Hmm.
he's
Hmm.
he should be at the table at the end of it all. Yeah,
Yeah, I like that. This hard knocks might open my eyes to a bunch of other shit that I never really paid attention to
yeah.
because I never watched Hard
And
Knocks. So
it's the Bears, man. They real private and stuff like that. So this Hard Knocks is going to let us get an inside look, peep through the window at Hallis Hall. You know what I mean?
well, at least what they'll show us.
Yeah, that kind of what
They,
they'll show us. The other rooms they gonna pull the curtain down, they gonna close the blinds or whatever.
right, right,
They gonna show us
right.
what they want us to see.
Right, exactly. So it's still gonna be interesting. It's still gonna be
Yeah,
interesting to
for
see
sure.
how our team operates on a day-to-day basis out there in training camp and like you said, behind closed doors, the meetings and everything, and how all that intertwine with training camp, practice, the whole deal. So yeah, again, I'm real excited, real excited.
Yes, sir. All right, man. And on that note, I appreciate you coming through, man.
Yes, sir. Thank
Always.
you for having me as always.
Hey, all my viewers and subscribers, go ahead and like this. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to this, and we'll catch y'all next go around. One.
Yes, sir.